Hi guys, it's Jen with creativelyhomemade.com. Today I wanted to share with you the free gifts I have for you if you place a Stampin' Up! Order using the hostess code down in the description box. Every month I offer free card kits, and this month I'm offering another special gift. So I thought I would show you what those are and show you how to put the card kits together. So the first card I have for you is with a $15 purchase. And it is a color blocked card using the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper. With a $30 order, you will get the first card, and you will also get the kit to make the second one, which is a really pretty happy birthday card with little star accents. And then with a $50 or more card, you will get this pretty daisy card that uses the Daisy Designer Series paper and little daisy punch shapes. Now usually that's what I offer each month, but this month if you place a $75 order, I will also send you a Wink of Stella pen. This is a glitter brush pen that just adds a little bit of iridescent shimmer to your cards, and it's really cool. I love these Wink of Stella pens. Now all the card kits come to you in a resealable baggie. I've done all the die cutting and all the paper cutting and punching and all that for you, so all you have to do is add adhesive and put it together. You will also need to add the stamping of your choice. I am not allowed to send stamped pieces to you per Stampin' Up! Policy, but you can use any stamp set that you have on hand to make these cards. So let's get started and I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so let's make the first free card that I have for you this month. All the cards are standard A2 size cards. This card features the Fresh Florals Designer Series paper, and I have cut all the pieces that you need for it. It has a Whisper White card base. It's got the 4 rectangles of Designer Series paper that you need. Now these are double-sided paper, so you can either put it together the way I have it, or you can use the flip side if you prefer those designs. And then it also includes 2 little layered circles, and you're going to do your stamping on the whites. So let's go ahead and do the stamping. I use the Colorful Seasons stamp set, this little sentiment that says life is a beautiful thing. I just love that script. I think it's so pretty. But of course, if you don't have this stamp set, or you want a card for a different occasion like a birthday or a thinking of you, you can certainly use whatever stamp set you have on hand. And I am doing this in Berry Burst, which is one of our new in colors. I love this purple pink color, it's so pretty. So just stamp up whatever ink or whatever stamp you want to use, and stamp it right in the white oval, just like that. And that's the only stamping that you need to do for this card. And then you can go ahead and put this oval onto the Berry Burst layer oval. I mean circle. It's a circle, not an oval. I'm awake, evidently. So layer it on the other circle, just like so. And then you can set that aside while we put the rectangles on the card. So I alternate them. So you're going to have the different patterns in the different corners. And just add some adhesive to the back of each piece, and try to get it about 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch away from the corner, so that it all lines up. And then just repeat that for the other 3. Just like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to layer the circle over the middle of it, so that's going to call people's attention to the circle, and they're not even going to notice if it's not exactly spaced. And then the last thing to do to put this card together is just add some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop it up off the page. I like to use about 4. And then if you have a paper piercing tool, that makes it easy to get those paper backings off of the Stampin' Dimensionals. If you have nails, that works too. I keep my nails short, so I like a paper piercing tool because that makes it easy for me. And then just pop that right in the center. And the card's done. So that's all there is to that one. So let's move on to card number 2. Card number 2 is really easy to assemble. You don't even have to do any stamping for this card. And like the others, I have all the pieces cut for you. So it comes with a layer from the Color Theory Designer Series paper, and the color you get may vary, but it's all going to be the same ombre design. And then it comes with a little happy birthday die cut, and then you also get these little star metallic shapes. So let's get started putting this one together. Start by putting your background piece on. Now this is a dual-sided paper, but the background is like a crackle, and it's kind of light, so that's why I didn't use that side. This side pops off the page better. So just add adhesive to the back of it, and go ahead and stick it down. You're going to have about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around the Designer Series paper. And then you want to take the Whisper White layer and add adhesive to it. Okay, and you want to put this one at kind of an angle. You can put it straight if you want. I just like the way it looks with an angle. And then now you need to stick the Happy Birthday die cut down. Now I recommend that you use fine tip glue for this one because the regular Tombow is going to come out too thick and it's going to seep out from the edges of your die cut. So if you use this fine tip glue, it works really well for that. Oops. So just go around all the edges of this die cut. Trying to get most of the pieces so it'll stick down, and just put a really thin layer. Takes a little bit of time, but that's alright. This way it will ensure that your pieces don't pop up, or any of the edges of this die cut don't pop up. This die cut is the Happy Birthday Thinlits, and it's really great for making cards that you don't have to do any stamping on. So it's a nice one to have. If you do get this Happy Birthday Thinlit, I recommend that you use the precision plate. You'll want to use a precision plate for any detailed die cuts that you cut. It just cuts so much better, and you don't have to worry about trying to pry up the little pieces. And then I like to run it back and forth maybe 2 or 3 times just to ensure that everything cuts properly. So after you've got all your glue added, just stick the Happy Birthday down on your card and press it to make sure it seals. And then lastly, you want to use these little star shapes, and you can use your paper piercing tool to pick those up and just add them to the card wherever you like. I just put 2 in the upper right corner and then 2 down in the lower left corner. It's just to add a little bit of shimmer to your card. Oops, that one tried to go on upside down. There you go. So that card is all finished, quick and easy. So let's move on to the third card. Okay, the last card I have for you this month is this pretty daisy thank you card, and I made that with the Delightful Daisies Designer Series paper, and the thank you stamp on this one is from the Daisy Delight stamp set, which is so pretty. It's got a coordinating punch, and I just really love this product suite. So let's go ahead and put this one together. In your card kit, you are going to get the white Whisper White cardstock base. You're going to get the Designer Series paper background. You're going to get a little Calypso coral scalloped edge. You're going to get 2 daisies, 1 white, 1 daffodil delight, and then you're going to get a little faceted gem. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. You want to start by sticking your Designer Series paper down to your card. So just add adhesive to the back of that. And like the other cards, it's going to have about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around the Designer Series paper. Before you stick your scalloped border down, go ahead and stamp that. Now I used the thank you sentiment from the Daisy Delight stamp set, but you can use any thank you sentiment or any sentiment you want actually. I'm using Night of Navy ink to stamp this because it coordinates with the Designer Series paper. And you want to stamp your sentiment over close to the right edge. Okay, so now you're done with stamping. That's all you have to do. So then you want to stick the scalloped border about maybe 1 inch from the bottom border. So go ahead and add adhesive to that. Okay, oops. Just like so. And then we're going to add our daisies. So I start with the Daffodils, the light one, and stick it down about right there. And you can just use Tombow adhesive to glue that one down. It's a good idea to add glue to each of the petals so that they stick down to the card and don't pop up. Okay. And so just put that right about there. And then we're going to layer the white daisy piece over top of it. You kind of want to alternate the petals a little bit so it makes the flower look fuller. And this one I stuck down with a Stampin' Dimensional so it looks like it's popping off the page. So just add it to the center and then take your backing off. And you can kind of play around with the placement of the petals before you stick it down to get it how you want it. I just like the white petals to be pretty much in the center of the yellow petals. Then press that down. And then the last thing you need to do for this card is to stick your faceted gem in the center. Just like so. And that's all there is to that one. So just to remind you, the 3 cards for this month's kit are this Life is a Beautiful Thing, the Happy Birthday, and the Thank You. And for this month only, if you place a $75 order or more using the Hostess code, you will also get a Wink of Stella pen. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye.